What's up, straight liners? Behind me is a brand new bike. I've been letting it sit so I can share it with you. Unboxing of this amazing bike coming up now. Welcome back to Straight Line MTB, and oh yeah, it is new bike day once again. I have this ginormous box that has been sitting in the hallway for a few days because I wanted to wait to share with you the unboxing video and show you what is inside. But before we get started, huge shout out from the bottom of our hearts to our amazing subscribers. You guys are fueling us, keeping us going, so thank you so much for all the awesome support. And if you guys are not current subscribers, please consider subscribing because you never know when we're going to bring in a bike that you want to see and hear more about. And don't forget to like this video, and let's cut to the chase. I'm going to rip this box open, pull it out, put this bike together, and show you what's inside, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. I'm super excited, so let's go. All right, so here it is, the 2021 Nukeproof Mega 290 Elite. This is an all carbon frame. So if you follow our channel, I have the Nukeproof Mega 290 carbon I built up, and I absolutely love that bike. It was the 2020 version, so it was the one right before this. So for 2021, Nukeproof has a whole brand new frame. The geometry is a little bit different, so it looks like they've shortened some things and slackened some things. So for the head tube angle, it is slackened out just by half a degree at 64 degrees. And the chainstays have shortened from last year's, from the 450 that I had on our size large. These are 440. But one thing I'm super excited and huge fan of is the seat tube angle has been steepened. So our previous 2020 had a 76.75, something like that, seat tube angle, and this new one is a 78. So I am a big fan, like our Comense Almeidas that we had with the 78.5. I love a real nice steep seat tube. The reach has grown by 5 millimeters. I believe it's 475 for our size large. And I'm just looking at this bike and I'm just drooling because, like I said, I loved our 2020 version so much. And if you do follow the channel, you see that I had a little bit of trouble with it. But big shout out to Nukeproof and Chain Reaction Cycles. They took care of the problem, no issue, and made sure I was taken care of. So I have no reservations running this bike and checking it out and see what it's about. For $4,500, this is the Elite version. So you get an SLX drivetrain. It's the 12-speed by Shimano. So you're getting the cranks, the rear derailleur, the cassette, and the brakes. So it is the SLX brakes, the 4-piston front and rear. This is pretty much the same build that I have got on our Nukeproof Scout 290 that we just purchased. So it looks like the build, aside from that being a hardtail, is very similar for the drivetrain. For the cockpit, again, I was very happy to see the Nukeproof Horizon bars. These are the aluminum version. I really like them on our Scout, so I'm anticipating I'm gonna like them here, as well as the Horizon stem. I talked about it on our Scout. That stem is beautiful. It looks like just a really high quality item. Nukeproof, their components are really, really nice. I appreciate that just extra detail. Looks like boutique stuff like you get from like Race Face or Industry 9 at a little bit lower price point, so that's very exciting. Before I forget, something very important is this bike out of the box with tubes, no pedals. As you see it, came in at 34.7 pounds on my Feedback Sports Alpine scale. So we'll see what it comes in with pedals and tubeless. And for suspension, something else new for me is the Fox. This is the Performance Elite, so you're not getting the gold Kashima, but you are getting the Grip 2 damper. I am excited to try that because shockingly, all the bikes that I've ridden, I've never had a Grip 2 damper from Fox. Our YT Izzo factory fork was a Fit 4, so this has a couple more dials that I'm going to be playing around with, and I will report back what I think. And then also the Fox Float X2. So this is the Performance series as well, and I believe it just has rebound and low speed, and it does have the lockout on it, so that's going to be good to see how this thing climbs. For wheels, it comes with the E19 wheels from DT Swiss. So these are gonna have the Paul hubs in the rear, so it's a 24 tooth. And for tires, another thing that I have not tried and I am excited to try, and I've been wanting to try, but they've always been sold out, so I had to buy a bike to try them, is the Michelin Wild Enduro. So this is all obviously on the front, you get the front. This is the Gum XD. I thought maybe the Magic X would be a little bit better, but I think these will serve really well. And then on the rear, you get the same. You're getting the Wild Enduros, but you're getting the rear. So it's a little bit less knobby for better rolling resistance. But I've seen a lot of great feedback from these tires, so I'm excited to throw them out and try them. And then another item that I've talked about and raved about is the Brand X Ascend Dropper. This is a 170 on the size large. On our Scout, it is performing really, really well, and I'm anticipating, of course, that it's gonna do really well on the Mega here. And again, instead of that, I'm just gonna say it, the crappy Brand X dropper lever, you're getting the Shimano, the brand new Shimano lever, so that was nice. It has a really nice feel, I already know from our Scout. And for the grips, it's the Sam Hill version of the Nukeproof grips. I have these on the Scout. They're a little bit thin for my liking. I like something a little bit more squishy, so I will probably swap those out for some Deity Super Cush that I really enjoy. And then rounding out the build is the saddle. It's the Nukeproof Enduro saddle. I didn't get along with the one that came on the Scout, but this is a different one, so I'll give it a shot and see how it performs. I will give another shout out to Nukeproof. Something that they do that I've not seen any other bike company or brand do for a bike is they already have their frame tape installed on the bike. So normally this is where I tell you, if you want good frame protection tape, check out Laminex, the link below. You can still do that if the bike that you have currently doesn't have it. You get 20% off and it helps the channel. But it looks like the only place that I'm gonna have to put it on this frame is the back of the seat tube, because I like to do that because sometimes rocks will come up and scratch, and I want to keep the bikes nice and looking good. So they have it here on the chain stays, the seat stays, has it on the down tube, and it's nice because it comes up and wraps around the lettering here. So in case a rock comes to the side and hits it, you're covered. And the top tube, it has it, and it comes down, wraps all the way around here, which is really nice. So that looks good. Oh, actually they do have a little bit on the back of the seat tube here, right about in this area. And then the chainstay protection here, it looks pretty industrial. It's nice and soft. It feels really soft, so it's going to keep that chain slap down to probably pretty silent. Has it here up here on the seat stay because you know it slaps around a little bit there as well. And another thing that I appreciate is that it has a chain guide. Now it doesn't have a bash guard. In my personal preference, I would probably swap the chain guide for a bash guard, which I might do. It's very rare that I've lost a chain, but it is less rare that I smash a chain ring. So I currently use the Fun Zippa Light. I have a link below if that's something you're interested in. It's like 43 bucks and it's just the bash guard to save a little bit of weight if that's what you're into. All right, I am ready. I'm jazzed up to take this bike inside and get it ready, set it up tubeless, put our insert in, get everything dialed in, and I'm going to take it on our normal test loop where it's fast berm trails, some quick steeps, and then some black diamond rocky chunk, and I will report back to you on our first ride review and give you some feedback, whether it be positive, negative, or indifferent. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, because you never know when we're going to bring in a bike that you may not like if this is not your jam. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at straightline_MTB, and that is our TikTok address as well. And again, if you want to reach out to us via our website and send us an email, you can go to straightlinemtb.com. Again, thank you guys, and I am excited to put this beast to the test and share with you. So stay tuned, and I will see you on the next video.